I just interviewed Boosie, and we put out this clip which got like 1 million views in like 5 days. You saw it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I was just talking about that yesterday.
All Louisiana rappers, the big timers, they was ran out of Louisiana, man, because of hatred. Baby and Wayne, you know, hatred, man. Master P, they ran him out the country club, man, just hatred, man. C Murder, he's in prison. Mac, he's in prison. You know, and you just, it's just not a place to be, man. It's a lot going on in that state that's not 100, man. That's not fair, you know, even from the laws, even from the sentencing, even from the education is poor. Everything is it's a hard state, man, and I just wasn't with it, man, and I'll never move back down there. You know, I would never move back into that. I would be crazy for moving back to Baton Rouge.
That was a deep one. I didn't think it was going to do the numbers it did, but clearly connected with a lot of people. And when you really think about it, yeah, most artists do get killed in their home city. Mm-hmm. And why do you think that is?
Hatred, jealousy, envy. You know, people looking at you, saying, "I wish that was me." Mm-hmm. People looking at you, feeling like, you know, you're not helping the hood. You're not helping the community the way you need to. People wanting personal handouts, you know. But I think it just all boils down to jealousy, which makes no sense because it's like, why would you kill something that's representing you? Because even if, you know, that guy's not on your team or y'all not the best of friends, he's still from where you're from. He's still black like you, and he's still a symbol of hope. You know, like for me, I'm from South Carolina. I would hope that, you know, I mean, I see it all the time. These kids hit me up all the time, and they feel like they see me out here doing something. They feel like they can do something too, and it don't even got to be in entertainment. It's just like, yo, you can do whatever it is you want to do if you put your mind to it, if you work hard enough, if you know, pray to God the way that you need to. And so I feel like when they see guys like Boosie, it's a harsh reminder that, man, maybe I really just ain't shit. And that's no disrespect, but it's the truth. Because if this guy from where you're from, same place you from, went to the same school as you, y'all ate in the same places, ran through the same hoods, if this guy can do it, what's your excuse?
Right. Do you think part of it is like the flossing and the showing off? Because ultimately, when you look at society as a whole, people respect humbleness. Mm-hmm. You know, you're taught by your family, by your church, by whatever people that you look up to be humble. But you have dudes who talking about, I just threw $50,000 out in the strip club. And a person looks at that and says, damn, $50,000 can pay I could pay my house off with that. And you threw that away to a bunch of thoughts, you know, with fake asses who don't take care of their kids properly. You know what I'm saying? Man, I just spent $100,000. Man, my chain cost $100,000.
Yeah, I mean,
and you know what I'm saying? Sorry to interrupt you, but it's like you look at that saying, $100,000 could transform my whole life.
And you know what? That's exactly what my mentality always is. Like I'm not a flossy dude simply because, number one, that ain't me. I don't like that kind of attention. I'm not the jewelry guy. I walked into the jewelry store and looked at a Rolex 100 times and held it in my hand. And like, I really want this gold presidential Rolex, but I just won't do it. You know why I won't do it? Because I know that there's somebody around me that could use that 15, 20 grand. And that's just the truth to the matter. Like, you know, I'm not gonna go.
Presidential costs a little more than 15, 20 grand.
Like 25.
I'm actually wearing one right now, but.
I mean, for me, they told me 15, 20, but it's just like, I can't do that.
Yeah.
I'd rather give that money to somebody. Like, I'm gonna leave here and I'm gonna go to the bank and I'm donating money to 2 different basketball teams in South Carolina. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just where my mind is always at. Plus, I've been unemployed 4 times, man. Really 7. I've been 4 in radio, 3 in just real life. Been 5 from Taco Bell, 5 from a warehouse, 5 from a flower garden. Like, so it happens, you know what I mean? I understand. I've collected unemployment checks. So for me, I just can't floss like that. I'm not gonna do that. But I do understand where somebody could be sitting around, and not that they're entitled to my money. Yeah. People can do whatever they want with their money. If you want to if you want to throw 50 in a strip club, that's cool on you. But I can totally see where somebody can look at that and be like, damn, man, $50,000 could have really changed my life.
Yeah.
Like I'm fucking struggling to pay rent.
Yeah.
You know, I'm fucking struggling to put food in my kids' mouths, and this guy just throwing 50,000 in the strip club, driving through Louisiana in his Bentley. He ain't looking out. Like I can see that. Like I heard a story. I don't want to say the guy's name because I don't want to put him out there like that, but I know an OG mogul who, when he goes back to his old hood, he just keeps cash, a big wad of cash, because he know mad people gonna run up on him and ask him for money, and like, I like that. I think that's dope. Like I've pulled up plenty of times in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, and seen somebody, and they like, yo, Charlamagne, man, you know, I need a little money for gas, whatever. Like, yo, yeah. Might give him $100. Now don't start running up on me asking me for money all the time. But I'm just saying, it don't hurt me to do that. I like to see the smile on somebody's face when they like damn, I just changed their whole day. Like, so I can see where the jealousy and the envy could come from watching somebody floss.
Yeah, and I think that this is the dichotomy of being an entertainer, because you feel you need these things to create this image of being bigger than life.
You really don't, though.
But certain people do feel that way. You know what I'm saying? And that was one of the things that Boosie was talking about when he's talking about his jewelry game. Like,
You got on these little ass pieces. You probably worth more money than me. But when I come with this motherfucking big ass piece on, you gonna be like, God damn, I got money, I can go get one of them. You know, and it's trendsetter. You know, I'm a street dude. You know, I like to look. I'm a flashy nigga. Like, you know, like I remember one time, bro. I went to the awards, bro, in 09, bro. I had like on 5, 6 big ass pieces. 09 award. Me and my daughter, right? So my boy was outside, and he was like, man, bro. When I walked out, he was looking from afar. He was at the truck, and he was like, man, I saw everybody come out there, bro. And these were some heavy names he saw come out there. He said, but everybody came out there. More people pointed at you than anybody. And these dudes had way more money than me. He said, more people pointed at you than anybody, bro. He was so hyped. He was like, everybody was pointing at you. You know? And that just come from, you know, I'm one of them guys like, you know, I got, if you ain't on me, some people heard about my jewelry before they heard my music.
he feels that that's necessary to create the image of what Lil Boosie is. But yeah, once again, you create that you know, hypnotized by hatred situation on the back end of it.
Man, nobody gives a fuck about your money, man. And that's just the truth to the matter. Nobody cares about your money. Nobody cares about your jewelry. When you die, nobody's gonna be sitting around thinking, yo, did you see that dude's chain? Yo, remember when such and such had that big ass chain? Yo, man, none of that leaves legacy. You know what leaves legacy? Leaving some art behind, or leaving something behind that actually changed the world and will impact the world for years to come. Like, I never felt like I needed mad jewelry and all that shit. Actually, when I put it on, I feel stupid because I'm me. And I've always felt like this. Since I was growing up on the dirt roads in Moncks Corner, South Carolina, I always felt special. I always felt good about myself. I didn't need none of that shit to shine. And I remember telling myself that when I was young, when I would see other people with it, but I didn't really know if I was hating. Because a lot of times, you know, you'll be like, I don't need that shit, but nigga, you can't afford it, so shut the fuck up. It don't matter anyway. So now that I'm older and I actually can afford it, I still don't want it.
Right.
Because I'm good.
Right.
I don't need that when I walk in the room. I glow, I shine. Like I got other things going on. And plus, everybody that I respect, I'm talking about multi-millionaires, they don't move like that.
Right.
Gary Vaynerchuk has become a good friend of mine. We sit around and kick it. You wouldn't know he was a multi-millionaire. You probably never even heard of Gary Vaynerchuk.
I've never heard of him.
4 books on the New York Times bestsellers list. Huge company called Vayner Media. You know, gets people social media and stuff popping. Google him right now. Net worth might be 10 million, but you wouldn't even know when you see him. I'm with Lenny Dykstra. Yo, this is how random my life is. I'm at Hunting Fish Club having dinner with Gary. My dude, E, who owns Hunting Fish Club, is like, yo, somebody's about to come in here and sit with us, have dinner. I'm like, who? He's like, Lenny Dykstra. I'm like, Lenny Dykstra, the baseball player? Lenny Dykstra comes in. This motherfucker is wild for the fucking night. This guy's like, y'all think pussy is power? You know what's power? Having your own private jet. He said, I used to spin a fucking globe And wherever it landed, we would go that night. Call the pilot, Monte Carlo, we gone. Stay there for a couple hours, go to Brazil. Fuck it, we didn't care. And I'm like, wow,
Yeah.
that's money. Like Lenny Dykstra went from Major League Baseball to having a hedge fund, $65 million. Did you know that?
Yeah.
You probably knew that because you probably follow baseball, but the average person don't even know who the fuck Lenny Dykstra is. And I bet you Lenny Dykstra never had no big ass chain that said LD, all iced out in diamonds.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy because last week I was in Cabo San Lucas, and you know, and I'm feeling myself, you know, because we got the crazy, you know, hotel on the ocean and everything else like that. I'm doing it. So we go on a, you know, like a little fish, like a little boat trip, you know, around the water. And as we pulling out, there's this giant ass yacht with a helicopter on it. With a helicopter on it. And the guys, you know, who run the boat say, oh, that's so-and-so. I forgot who it was. But it was like, yeah, he's got 4 of those. That's the smallest one. And I'm like, I ain't doing shit.
You ain't doing shit. Hold up, Vlad, let's be clear about something. Y'all niggas ain't doing shit. We think we doing it. We're not really doing it yet. This is the first generation of real money in hip hop. The Dr. Dre's, the Diddy's, the Jay-Z's, and it's trickling down to a few of us. We're getting a couple million, 100,000, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's a whole nother world out there of dudes who are really doing it, and they not wearing goddamn diamond chains, and they not motherfucking out here flossing, throwing $100,000 in the strip club. They just don't live like that.
Yeah.
And guess what? That's the life I like.
Me too.
That's the life I want.
Me too.
I don't give a fuck about wearing my money. For what? For what? You know how they always say the loudest person in the room is usually the softest? I feel like the loudest person in the room when it comes to the jewelry and the clothes and whatever else, they're probably the brokest.
Yep.
Guarantee they the brokers. This t-shirt is from Target. All right? This is a PRPS jacket that they gave me.
Yep.
PRPS pants that they gave me. This hat was given to me.
Yep.
I don't spend money on that kind of shit. I just don't. I got a G-Shock watch on. I don't spend money. I don't. Because the people that I really admire who really got money, they don't move like that.
Real talk.
Look, I work with them on Mad. Good guys. Good heart. Good guys. Give you the shirt off their back. Is it ironic? Is it a coincidence that most of their friends are white and got white wives? They like white women? I mean...
And they develop envy because they go home. They get out the car with their friend, with their other partner, and he listening to your music. They walk in the house, they girl listening to your music. They go downstairs, the kids doing a dance to your music. Now they are hypnotized with hatred.